David Moyes has given his pre-match press conference ahead of Everton's game with Manchester City at Goodison Park. 3 to go now at Goodison. But David Moyes, in his press conference, was asked about the mentality shift at Everton and how well they've been competing with some of the teams at the top and obviously face another one at the weekend. This was what the manager had to say.
Well, I hope that the fan base are believing we'll get a chance in all the games now. I think that the ones who've been away from home have seen some really good victories. But you're right, this period was a real difficult run of games for us, and I think that when I came in and I looked at the fixtures, even at the start, I thought, don't know where there's too many wins there. And this period certainly looked really difficult. But thankfully the early results has made this period a little bit easier. And as much as that we're not getting into it with as much pressure, we're not under as much pressure as we were certainly at the start. And it's also given us a chance to see how we can play against them. I think we've done very well against the top teams at the moment. We'll try and do that against Manchester City as well. We have Chelsea to follow that up as well, which, you know, when you look back, it looks a real humdinger of a group of teams. But we've coped quite well with it, and I think the players are in good fettle. We'll get a bit of confidence with us now, and we'll look as if we can score.
There you go. The manager was asked about their new contracts. Obviously, Abdoulaye Doucouré scored a last-minute winner last week at Nottingham Forest. His contract is due to expire on June the 30th. The manager was asked whether that last-minute goal had made his mind up on giving Doucouré a new contract, or if the performances of Doucouré could help him and other players get a new contract. This is what David Moyes had to say.
Well, I think we've got a few, as you all know, we're coming out of contract, but we're still in a situation that we want to make sure we keep everybody right. We'll not wait to the last minute before we do it, but we'll certainly do it when we're ready. It won't be dictated by the players. They're under contract at the moment, and the club will decide at the right time when to make decisions on the players.
But players can influence things on the pitch, of course.
Of course they can. Their job is to influence it, isn't it? Their job is to make it easy for the decision to go in their favour, obviously.
Yeah. There you go. We'll keep scoring goals, keep playing well, and then the conversation is there to be had, isn't it? David Moyes has, since he come back into the club, Everton's form's been excellent, moved away from relegation worries. He was asked today in the press conference, is there a possibility that Everton could get European football next season, and would they have the squad to cope if they did? This is due to lots of stories going around. They could go down to 11th place in the Premier League European football. Everton are on 13th place right now. This is David Moyes' answer to that question.
When I heard that, it made me think, can I keep pushing for it and keep trying to get round those numbers? No, that would mean us probably having to somewhere nearly go, probably try and win as many games as we can and go unbeaten as much as we can to the end of the season. It just happens we'll get Man City and Chelsea next, and we'll still got to go to Newcastle as well at the end of the season, to name but 3. So look, if you said to me that we were avoiding relegation when I came in, I'd have said thanks very much. That's the job I'm here to do at the moment. But it feels like I want to try and look up, and I want to make the club feel better. I want us all to start to feel better. It's been magnificent with the supporters at the moment because they're joining in, they're helping us. But I think the team's giving them something to shout about at the moment as well.
Would you have a squad if it happened, Europe, to cope, or would that mean a lot of extra work for you this summer?
Well, if you were really giving me that, really, it still feels a bit sort of pie in the sky. But if you're giving me it, I would soon find a squad which gave us a chance.
What a mad turn of events. Getting asked about European football a few weeks ago, terrified of relegation. But that's how good a job David Moyes has done since he come in. It's obviously almost like an impossible dream, but hey, he was asked and he answered it really well, I thought. So yeah, who knows? Dominic Calvert-Lewin could be set to remain at Everton Football Club beyond June the 30th. That is according to reports today suggesting that the striker may well yet sign a new contract at the club. Reports saying that he's not set to sign, but is discussing a £100,000 a week contract with Everton, which is less than what he was initially looking for. I don't know if there's anything in this. I'm quite sure he's got offers from other clubs as well, but David Moyes is a fan of Calvert-Lewin, so who knows, maybe he will sign that contract and remain at Everton beyond next season. His contract, like I said, expires on June the 30th. So we'll wait and see what happens with that one. And another player who is out of contract on June the 30th is Idrissa Gana Gueye. And reports today, his agent sort of saying that he's had 2 offers from Saudi Arabia, Al Ali Saudi FC and Al Ettifaq, who of course used to be managed by Steven Gerrard, saying that his agent saying that they put 2 offers on the table for Idrissa, and therefore he may well leave the club when his contract expires on June the 30th. Personally, I think this might be a play for for Everton to sort of hurry up and get this contract sorted with him. I think, for what it's worth, Everton should absolutely be keeping Idrissa Gana Gueye still being Everton's best player this season, I think, overall. So hopefully that can get sorted. He quite clearly wants to stay. I think he said recently, is about 10 days ago, that he wants to stay. So hopefully a deal can be sorted with Idrissa for him to remain at the football club next season. The referee for Saturday has been confirmed. It is Simon Hooper. He is the man in the middle. He'll be assisted by Adrian Holmes and Simon Long. Bobby Madley is the 4th official, and VAR is Darren England. So Simon Hooper in charge at the weekend. And finally, the news a lot of people have been waiting for, and that is that the final game at Goodison Park, the kick-off time, has now been confirmed. It will take place on Sunday, May the 18th, and the kick-off time is 12 o'clock noon. Everton versus Southampton. It's obviously going to be a very, very emotional day. Goodison Park, the final ever game played at Goodison Park. Final home game. But at least everybody knows now where they are. It's been up in the air for too long. There's been lots of rumours, lots of stories, lots of people being upset because it hasn't been confirmed. Well, now it has. Just to reiterate, that game will take place at Goodison Park on Sunday, May the 18th, kick-off 12 o'clock noon. That is it for the News Daily. Make sure you check out the Everton-Man City match preview. Make sure you like, subscribe. We're edging closer to that 100,000, so thank you very much. And if you want to become a Toffee TV Premier member, the link is in the description. The QR code will be on the screen now. See you later.